Hello guys, this is round 2 or week 2 of the North American Online League reviews. We are at season 14 already and we're leading the pack today. Let's get started. First game we have K Lee versus Salerno. Okay, good. Let's take a look. This attachment is the modern day Joseki for really made very popular with the advent of AI. The reason for its popularity is not so much that the attach itself is popular, it's that the previous popular move, the Knight's move slide, is now very unpopular. The key to understanding this shape is um, in a regular Joseki such as this one, black is now gonna be able to take more of the corner, make more exchanges with white, thus ensures a much stronger disposition state of the group going forward. Okay, so this attach and Hane is very reasonable. There are actually 6 different continuations from this point. The most common one is to Atari and then extend it down. Now, Joseki ends when black plays the extend or this move. Sometimes white presses once and then tenukis. Now, this is the most common shape. Second one is connect. This one is rare. Generally thinking of this as slightly good for black. Another move is here. The idea with this is white basically has the same shape, but white does not exchange the Atari, which detracts 1 liberty from white. Another one is to extend down. This one generally black takes Sente and white takes more territory. Note you don't want to Atari here. This is Gote. Another one is to double Hane here, and generally 2 responses play Tiger Mouse or Connect, and then black extends. Now, this Joseki is what really made the second line sliding move unpopular. You'll note this is very similar to the previous very common Joseki here, but later on this is with 2 more exchanges, and these 2 exchanges are endgame moves that black is getting in Sente. So okay, let's see how they chose in the real game. Connect, extend. Okay, very good. Instead of the press in the game, black chooses to jump. This is also okay. Okay, another extremely popular Joseki, the diagonal move here at P4 from the 3-4 point. Another one with the 3-3 invasions. So far so good for both sides. This is a very common follow-up to the 3-4 to this diagonal move. 2 spaces, low, and the next white move, the diagonal move here, is preserving a lot of strength for the white shape. This jumping attack is very common, and a couple of moves. One is to jump out. Black generally will take the territory. Another one go into the corner for more territory, with black sealing in this white group. Depending on the situation, there are other moves possible as well, and yeah. So white has 2 choices: out or in. But here you don't want to delay the choice because If you let black hammer you into the corner, and then white is gonna have some trouble finding the eye space. So definitely make a choice now. White chooses a territory, all good. And here is the first noticeable mistake of the game. When when black plays this reverse tiger's mouse, it's almost the same as extending. Black places, white can always just extend. This black shape locally is not as good as some of these other, this extend shape, for example, even though black uses one more move here and gets sente like this. Locally, this is slightly worse for black despite all this. So in the game, white harness and connects. Yes, the N80 move is crucially very, very big. By itself, it's already a, a big enough move to play. It's bigger than a regular defending a corner kind of a move, a regular big move. And add another thing to this is black captures this one stone in sente. This is like an additional like 7 or 8 points worse. So this block is extremely big. This is an interesting idea by white. Black extends down. This is very good. This is attempting to do this. Suppose white, yes, white does Tanuki now. Next, when black captures this, white has a sente move at t16, which makes a corner alive or alive in ko. So white was gonna Tanuki one more time, and this ko, despite it's a ko for life, black also stands to lose a lot from losing stones on the outside. So this is how white is planning to do this. Very, very creatively done. I like it. However, right now, it's definitely gonna be at her loss. For another thing, the third line and fifth line jumping shape works extremely well with the black thickness in the corner now. So just playing R14 is worth a move all by itself. And then you still have the P18 capturing in sente. So black scores a victory in the openings. Okay. Here, definitely take the sente while you have it. It's not that necessary, but just make sure you do take it, and don't let white take this. Okay. So this connect doesn't feel strictly necessary. Living into the corner, or making another extension down here are both very, very good and very attractive things to do. When white Ataris, we could think about holding on to the position like this, and there's no problem. Black has very strong shapes on the other side. But connecting is the first instinct move, and it's not going to be a bad move. Just that at this time, there is a possibility of going faster and looking for more. Okay, this J3 is quite a good move. This is almost sente, so black will defend somehow. Jump is a very aggressive defense, or efficient defense. Another thing that we can recommend for black is to attach in this manner. When white connects, go ahead and live into the corner and Tanuki. Okay, white gets a few sentes. Another Tanuki. This is interesting, but I would recommend either this move or this block. Probably block now. This group on the bottom is almost surrounded. Okay. Oh yes, at all times, black should capture this instantly and then move on to whatever. White plays here. This is both blocking black from the outside and also capturing black. This is very very strong. Um, okay, let's see if black is able to survive here. Um, doesn't seem like there's much of a problem for white. The extent down into the second line is key for now, and this turns into a ko. I think white gains a little from the ko, but not that much. Okay, let's see how the wow, so fancy black captures this as a ko threat. Okay, okay. This move. The move should be here. This is totally alive. Um, um, uh, in the game, 1 second. In the game, this looks like a code. So white definitely messed up big over here with R19. Now, beforehand, I think the easy thing to do for white is to not block on the outside and push here and capture the corner. Given that white did already block the outside, I don't think there's a way to fully capture black now, unless we play this move. That's the only chance. But I still think this is gonna be a ko of some kind. For example, if no matter how white connects back, and black can always play here, and when white Atari's black can always make a ko. So the ko was not was inevitable. Okay, so white uses a ko to attack the bottom side for black. Okay, yeah, this is a bit tough. There's one recommendation to make, which is play this way. It's more likely to be a ko threat, and later play p2 as a ko threat. And that's because later you extend out as white, and we're capturing something automatically. In the game, there's a lot of bad agi. I think at least black will be able to to probably use all of this agi to survive. Um, and namely, black will try to keep the outside Atari agi alive by first playing something like O2 or P2. P2 runs into the squeeze, so O2 is very difficult to deal with for white. Um, yeah, yeah, capture one stone and something like this doesn't seem like black would be captured. So after 15, you have to take away the eye, and then he starts running away, and then makes ice face like this. Okay, but it's very hard to come up with that move. So right here, it's difficult for both sides. Let's see how this turned out. Yeah, this move seems okay too. O2 seems very good to do now too, because we can Atari this and then play here. Um, this local shape is a Sente eye, and that's because black will play the Hane and then extend down. This is very, very strong. Um, this is a bloated cow shape, and then this is a alive shape. The only possible thing white can do is maybe play this one now. Um, but when black Ataris, white has to play M1. Um, yeah, this is very interesting. This is already major losses. 11 points already, 12 points with the O3 capture. Um, yeah, I don't think this is gonna be good for white. Um, okay, yeah, but it's still very complicated. White definitely still has a chance. When black Atari'd here, okay. Um, I think black has played on the outside and looked for a way out, and as a result, maybe still very complicated, but it's already not looking totally alive for black now. For sure, this Atari is not gonna be the best move now. Capturing two stones is not an eye at all. So now black would have no eyes, and white may even play something like this move, which is what white did. Now black is in some real danger. Capture, okay, and then black does play this, which is very important. Yeah. Black has is like one move slower than the diagrammed moves, and as a result, is black able to secure this eye? Probably not. Yeah. Unfortunately, no. Connect. So here the issues are this move might be Sente and Atari. So white is white is preserving the this connection point. However, if you realize there are two ways to connect here and connect to the right hand side, then something like this Atari and this Atari would be actually safer. This requires some reading, but this is actually much safer. The safest is probably this Atari. But in any case, white captures black. This is very well done by white. Again, I would just fix all the cutting points, but that's okay. Okay. And here white goes for more, which is interesting and definitely okay. Yes. Now white plays k6, confirms the capture on the bottom. The left hand side is still questionable. Okay. Okay. Ooh, black secures life. Very nice. Or almost secures life. Just capturing would be stronger for white. Connect here would be stronger for white. Atari first and then connect here. There's no eye here. The only thing is we have to suffer some stuff here. So capturing is probably best. Okay, white played here, Atari played here, black harness, okay. Counter attacks, this is good. This is his last chance. Yes. Yeah, very well played. The ko in the lower left corner. White used it to capture the bottom black group. It was by no means, for sure, it was very difficult to fight for both sides. I think black came out to a pretty good opening, but in the middle game, getting this ko in the corner and then committing to winning the ko probably lost black the game. Well, committing to winning the ko was good, but then black died. The die-in probably made it worse for black. So instead of Atari on the top, maybe do something that's more conducive to making the eyes on the bottom, and then I'm sure black would be well ahead. Very, very tight, interesting game. Thank you both for playing. Next game we have Texas Wolf and his opponent here. Okay, this is another Joseki shape. Previously, the old Josekis had this. This has now been generally regarded as favorable for white. Locally, about even, slightly good for black, but black spends one more move than white, so the extra move more than makes up for the loss. A bunch of new Josekis now. If you can Atari once and then block or play here, black prefers that. This is also a Joseki. Protect the cuts, and this is very territory full, territory plentiful for black. Extend is another one. This one blackens in Gote and allows a stone to be captured on the outside. So this should be slightly good for white. Okay, let's see how he picked. He did pick this one. Good, good. It still needs to connect. In the game black played here, this is now very favorable for white. Two stones for one stone. The two stones here, C16, C15, is almost wasted. This shape compares to this shape. Now we know the lower left is a common Joseki. This is a common technique. On the upper right, because white has this exchange with one more space, this makes white much, much stronger, which favors white. Plus black plays another move, extending move, which is very unuseful, just saves the one black stone. So this is very, very good for white. Note the Joseki ends with black pushing up here with another move, Hane here, in Sente for later, this. So this allowing the two stones to get captured clean is a very big difference. Okay. Basically, black is down by a move or so now. A move, 15 points, 13 points, something like that. Okay. Yeah, this fighting again looks to be slightly good for white, but definitely extend. Okay. Being able to capture like this definitely is a gain for black. Having gotten some strengths with the shape of the Panuki, next when black invades, black can counterattack against all the stones that are surrounding the invasion. So so black gains some back now, and white plays here. Okay. A slight improvement would be to play the small knights move. This still protects the invasion here and makes the 3-3 more uncomfortable for black. In the game, this is very comfortable for black, living in the corner. Yeah, white makes everything strong, so it's okay for white too. But white has one more weak group, which is the right-hand side. And this is how black can, make more of a contest of the game. If white keeps playing strongly, this is going to be disaster for white on the right-hand side. And all the strengths, strong moves on the left-hand side of the board is going to go out to waste, basically. So this move, missed opportunity, definitely go on the right-hand side. Basically, white has to connect. And then suppose we jump, white has to fix this weakness. And then pretty soon we're looking at a fairly good mojo on the upper right. Yes, definitely both sides needs to strengthen this part of the board. Okay. Okay. Okay, definitely start attacking on the right. If you do attack the white stones, play like this. The thing with committing to making the cutting points with this wedge is that one, you make yourself very awkward, which means you are slow. You have slowed yourself down too much. As a result, if white tanukis, this will not be that good for black. So, yeah, okay. In the game, white does bite and the fighting continues. Okay. Relatively speaking, the right hand side is much more problematic than the top side. So, once again, go to there. Don't save that one stone, just take care of your own group by running out. Okay, so in the game, white answers here. Black answers here. Okay. Let's see who gets the right hand side first. Okay, it was black. So then the game has continues and is interesting and not decided. White plays very well here. Gets a counter attack against the two stones, and that basically white doesn't have to strengthen these cutting points if black is running away with the two stones. Maybe exchange with the two stones. I still probably would have liked to see white play this defensive move. Okay, black does cut, and yeah, this is looking, black is looking like black has some opportunity, but then black plays t14, which was gives white the chance to fix the middle. So very sharp by white. Very sharply played by white. I'd just recommend making the territory and then just capturing the two stones, or just capture the two stones, and when the separation move comes, make your territory again. This is doing both at the same time, and maybe okay too. The way that the game turned out, definitely very, very okay and good for white. Two stones ended up being dead, and white uses the middle stones to save the white group. Okay, so white now has a unsurmountable advantage. Ooh, and white goes for the kill. Interesting. Okay, let's see if the kill was secured. Black needs to play this move to survive, like this, or like this. Black went for more, I think. If white goes for the kill, this is going to be it. Still a little bit of uncertainty, but this is probably dead. In the game, white plays here, and black plays here. Okay. Always live in Sente if you can. After black lived in Gote, I don't think there's much of a chance for black in the game after this. Okay. Nothing more happened, and white won by 30 points. A very interesting game being fought. Black was unable to take advantage of the one weakness white had on the right hand side. Other parts of the board, white was always very, very strong, very, very secured. So there was no real chance for black to do much damage to white. Okay, and now we have come to our final game. Oh, we're going very fast today, and looks like a quick game as well. Okay. The double 3-3, very interesting. Shows a lot of charisma. Okay. Okay. Nowadays, people skip the last move a lot too. And that's because white is already very strong inside the corner. So the Joseki, the old Joseki is like this, favors white a little bit. Nowadays, it's much more likely that black turns and then extends. Okay. Okay. Make sure you tanuki more against the 3-3. Okay. Okay. Yes, given white played 2-3-3s to begin, of course white is gonna invade the Sansan coming up, and probably one more at R3. Okay, this is fine. Okay. The last few exchanges probably helpful for black. Right now, white is already secured. You only want to play on a position, a local position. You only want to play the position until you are secured yourself. Once you are secured, it becomes very small. It becomes very unurgent because you're just taking some territory. You're never, making more thickness, or you're not making something that's necessary. You're not making something weak into something that's alive. So the next few exchanges favored black now. So the game should be relatively even now. Yeah, as in white probably a couple of points up, and then now it's relatively even now. So maybe white plus 4, now white plus 2, something like that. Here, make sure to push if you can, and then since black has so many stones here, it's perfectly okay to go as far as you can until you have to play the CO in move. This way, black potentially grabs Sente and plays here. Hard to say. Certainly, jumping out to here is good. Don't worry if you allow white more room to go in. In the early stages of the game, the middle of the board, is much more important than the couple of points on the side in the end game. Okay. So white plays here. Yes, according to plan, black harness and extends up and turns. Okay, this is really committing to the middle of the board go style. I will just recommend, while because we already are doing this, why not just keep going? Okay. Okay, connect, jump. A powerful move is a large knight's move that answers a small knight's move. And this kind of idea is designed to do the following. I make my territory, and then I will also invade your territory. And something like this, black is already succeeded. I'm sure black would have enough territory like this. So black does go for the small knight's move in the game, but definitely go for the double hane and then push through. Now, remember, the key to the game is that to surround big territories, you want to make thickness, because that's how you can surround the territory. Once you have thickness, though, then you don't want to surround territory with your thickness anymore, because that's not as efficient. Surrounding territory with thickness is not efficient. So when you are surrounding a big moyo, it's very important to identify where your strengths are. Black has two, the lower right and the top. Because there's G and K16, they're kind of connected. Everything is kind of connected. They are very strong. Now, ideally, you would want some eye space, like the lower right corner, with like the S3, S4 area. But black is strong enough. When you are strong enough, you always want to go for more efficiency, even more efficiency than before. And this involves this kind of double harness. When you're strong, left and right, you can be more flimsy in the middle and go for maximum efficiency instead of normal efficiency. Another very important thing to do now is to surround the middle in Sente and then invade the white moyo. We can do the same thing we did earlier with the shoulder hit. The idea is we don't have to surround as much if we also destroy the white territory. And if you are still surrounding territory, this is a much more wholesome surround by upping the efficiency. When you are pretty strong, you want to go for like complicated fights. You want to go as weak, as efficient as possible. When you're kind of weak, then you want to go relatively solid and make a small amount of territory. So I hope this double hane now, the idea behind going for the double hane now is clear. We have some strengths, so we go double hane, and we like starting fights with the cuts in the middle. Okay. Yeah, see, we blocked at M6. This is going for more, so of course, black would rather play the double hane and then extend back like this for sure. So, okay, so very reasonable and just a small modification, and we're good. Okay, so in the game, black does surround in Gote, and white gets the first move on the lower left. Very interesting, and so now two ways to decide the game. Unlikely white will survive in the black territory. Black had two strong points, up and bottom, and also played relatively strong in the middle too. So there's no weaknesses at all in the black shapes. So now this is a perfect time to go for the invasion. Now, because black's was somehow slowed by one move earlier in the middle of the board, it's now no longer totally sure that black will survive, but it's hard to say either way. So this is a good way to decide the game. Looks more likely to live than to die to me, but this is how to win the game from here. Another way is to turn in the middle, get even more strength, and then do basically the same thing as the game. Okay, so in the game, black went for a skirting on the edges kind of a strategy. Okay, let's see how this goes. This is gonna lead to a close game. Black has a bigger territory than all the territories, but white has two more corners. Okay, now is another good time to go in because otherwise we're just gonna play something like this reduction move. Might as well try. Okay. Another good point is to push and cut, so we could invade here, for example. But of course, best to attach. We could get some exchanges and then play here. Okay. In the game, the following happened. Here, this was left over from earlier. I think we have to do this and block on the second line. This would be overall more territory for black. In the game, have to attach. Yeah, this code is okay to fight for black, and we don't have to fight the code. So definitely black. I think weirdly, black has a sense of complacency of being ahead in the game at this moment. But clearly, if white takes a whole bottom, black is not going to be ahead on territory. Okay. Here, a minor detail jump just cuts down black's space. You you may or may not want to block. Blocking should be fine. Just capture the four stones. Should be okay. Okay, so okay, white connects Hane, turn jump. Okay, at least black found something here. Uh-huh. This is this is a happy result for white for sure. I'd not Atari that, just Atari this one. Next we can capture a stone in Sente. Okay, about the same. Yeah. Territory wise, white should have a little bit more, but black surrounded a few more in the center, so it's really close. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 points for black. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Like 105 for white. So white has about a 10 to 15 point territory advantage, unfortunately for black. There is one thing though. I see this move, Hane, connect Yusente for this extend and then Atari. So if black is able to get all these Sentes, some other Sente here, and just a simple move like this one is actually black ahead by one liberty. Um, uh, for at the very least, black is gonna be able to get a little bit more endgame value. Here, 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 here. Yeah, it's unclear how white can, um, this is black getting captured, but this is a lot of good endgame. Certainly affects the count that we had by something like 10 points. And of course, what if black just plays like this and then fights and wins this ko? This is a one-step ko. The next move, black is gonna make it. Black needs one more move, and then it's a ko. So potentially there's a little bit here. So I think both sides, it's hard to see something here. For white, it's very easy. Just play your Sentes and play your Sentes, and then just play the Hane. It's just bigger than it usually is, and that's all good. So in the game, keeps going on the upper right. Okay. And white was the one to get this Hane at the end. Of course, if black just played a Hane move and then white just fixed like this, I'm sure white is still ahead in the game. So 12, yeah, that sounds about right. So white by 6. Okay, so but if black just did something like this, um, white by 9. Okay, yeah. So white was gonna win if black didn't go for that crazy variation, which I don't expect them to do. So for black, a little bit too conservative, and didn't go for the invasion. For white, white did generally a good job overall. So the only thing maybe here, this push is sente because of when black blocked at m6. This Hane is unstoppable. It's destroying so much territory. So this push was gonna be sente, and if white could just exchange one more push, that's a whole line of territory. That's like 10 points. And then white may have had a much easier time later. Okay, so black not going for the invasion on the bottom. Great. At the end of this game, white won by 24.5. All right. Good job, everyone. Today we saw some very good games. This one looks kind of nice. One block, two blocks. Very few numbers of moves. So thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one. Yeah, see you guys next week.